Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Hey, welcome back to
Non-news. It's non-news, motherfuckers. Demonetized. We don't even monetize your shit. I can fucking say what I want, motherfuckers. Oh, I love when she farts. That's like one of my favorite smells in the world.
I know, because it means her stomach is working.
Oh, her
right
little
or something
insides
like
are
that.
working. It's like when Bama drops a massive shitload and I have to clean it up. I'm like, oh, I love it because it means that her insides are working. Anyways, this is non-news. This is not to be confused with news regarding the character Non from Superman or the actor that plays him, Jack O'Halloran.
That's actually not the person who played Non. I got that incorrect.
Really?
Yeah.
Who played Non?
I don't think it was, at least. Because Jack O'Halloran was in the James Bond movie.
Non. Played by Jack
Oh.
O'Halloran.
Maybe I got it backwards
This
then.
guy is. Who's Jaws? Jaws wasn't Non?
I guess not.
Really? Jack. This episode of Non-News is going to be about Jack
About Jack O'Halloran, yeah.
Yeah. Jack let's see what he was in.
For some
Holy
reason-
crap, look, he looks amazing these days.
Yeah, he does look good.
Oh wow, good for him.
For some reason I thought that one of the characters I was sure he played, he didn't. Mm-hmm. But I could be wrong about that. This is in fact all about the actor who played Non.
My favorite thing of his was when they were being charged, or they were being sentenced, and they said guilty,
Guilty.
guilty.
Okay, so he wasn't Jaws.
He wasn't Jaws.
Okay.
No, wasn't Jaws the guy who was in Happy Gilmore? Jaws, James Bond. Who played him? This guy, Richard Kiel.
That's right.
Okay. So what else was he? Yeah, he was. I think he was in Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah.
And he would talk crap. He was like groundskeeper or something. I don't know. Anyways, we're here to talk about the wrestling news that really isn't news. Who really cares? But it's funny to talk about to me. First up, scandalous reason. Demonetized drama behind Paige and Alberto Del Rio's breakup revealed. Salacious details, sexual nature.
They were just living in different cities.
He said, according to Alberto Del Rio on Conan's podcast, which is called The 100 something or another. I don't know what it's called. You hear Conan got fired from the Crash, right?
Yeah.
I still wonder what that's all about.
Because he's going to work for the
Harris
Brothers.
Arolucho?
Yeah.
Is that why?
I read that somewhere.
Because the Crash put out a statement like blasting his character. So it's even more than just like business stuff. Anyways, this is a quote from Alberto about him and Paige's salacious breakup. We were not seeing each other because she was training and getting ready to go back. They were not letting her go to San Antonio. I couldn't go to Orlando because I have 3 little kids, and I was coming home 2 or 3 days, and I had to choose between going to Orlando, Pero, or staying with my kids. So of course I decided to stay with my kids. Yeah, it all seemed actually fairly amicable.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, now you're doing that, I'm doing this. We can't really see each other. You know, I'd rather be with somebody. You know, people like to be around each other. Long distance relationships, what I understand, probably aren't great.
No.
So put the ads in, make that public,
Yeah,
and let's make
now.
all the money.
All the money.
You do it that way? You don't just randomly scrub through? And,
Nope.
No? Interesting. Next up, next bit of non-news. Are you ready for this major news?
Okay. Gypsy's ready for this bit of
Gypsy's
major
very
news.
ready. Who's that? Me. Who's me?
only me.
Oh, hi, Summer Bear. Can you close the door? Hey, do you want a donut hole? Don't give her the entire bag.
Thank you.
You get one. Your mom is going to have some too. So take 2 and then hide the rest in the kitchen, okay? And on the way out, close the door. Where did you get Starbucks from?
Will.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He spoils you people. Anyways,
But I'm nice about it, so.
out.
Do you want to sit or out?
She can stay in. She's fine.
Hold on, I'm going to check this too.
Thanks, kiddo. More non-news.
Hold on.
I'm not cutting this out. Are we in sync?
Champion, do you think Paige named her faction
More or less.
mixed cocktail?
That's always good when we're more or less in sync.
More or less roughly in sync.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Behind the scenes, salacious details about
how to
Stephen Larson.
YouTube.
Yeah, how to
You're really
YouTube.
going to keep us all in. This is riveting YouTube.
Yet another star wanting out of Impact. Mass
Don't they all?
exodus from Impact? They should. Reigning Knockouts champion Laurel Van Ness. I actually really like Chelsea Green. She's really great. She's Zack Ryder's girlfriend.
Yeah, she's part of the Suplex team.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she is. She's looking to leave Impact Wrestling as soon as her current deal with the organization runs out. Laurel Van Ness, who famously appeared in WWE back in 2015.
Wait, I thought she went out like right away. But then she won the title, so they won't let her out until she's written off TV. That's what I read.
Well, let's see here. Veteran professional wrestling journalist. Oh, this is from Sportskeeda. I like that they refer to Dave Meltzer as veteran professional wrestling journalist. We just call him.
Oh, don't they know? He's the Wrestling Observer himself.
That's right. He alluded that Van Ness.
He's more than a veteran wrestling journalist.
Yeah,
he is like the preeminent wrestling journalist, is he not?
He's the Wrestling Observer. Anyways, he said that Laurel Van Ness has been wanting to leave Impact ever since the first set of tapings.
What, Gypsy? I don't have anything. Why are you climbing on me? I have nothing.
You're a good girl.
I don't have anything.
You're such a good
Dogs
girl.
can't drink coffee. It's like the first time you've ever shown any interest in being my friend. Usually you growl at me.
Are you okay if I bring her to the office?
Well, it'd be my first choice. And it's,
Thank you for such a diplomatic answer.
and it's not exactly anything to do with Gypsy specifically. It's just part of the reason we're
Listen, I'm
part of
not going to.
Okay, part of the reason we get an office is so we have a quiet place to do work.
I'm not going to bring her, but thank you for the very diplomatic. You know that she's like my child, and so you're being very diplomatic about that. Hey, it'd be better her than any of our kids.
Oh, I know.
Including my old ones. Anyways, the ones who should know better. Yeah, so she's made a name for herself on the indies, and then she signed a full-time contract with Impact Wrestling. But she's great on the indies, man. She does some really good stuff out there. So this is interesting, though. It says it's the Wrestling Observer himself, Dave Meltzer, alluded that Van Ness had been wanting to leave Impact ever since the first set of tapings. I don't know what set of tapings
like the first one she'd ever been involved with?
ever. Like she
Or the very first ones in 2002.
she showed up like yeah, exactly. The very first set of TNA tapings.
Then why she signed if she wanted out when she saw the very first set of taping?
I don't know, but did not take company management, Scott D'Amore in particular, in confidence regarding the same. I don't know what that sentence means. Sportskeeda. Resultantly, Impact Wrestling. Is this Sportskeeda's non-news? Because this is written really weird. Unbeknownst to her plans of leaving. So she didn't tell anybody that she wanted to leave. She just apparently told Wrestling Observer himself.
Oh.
But she didn't tell Impact. And they said, hey, we really love her. We're going to put the belt on her. And she was like, I don't even want to be here. Well, we already put the belt on you.
Yeah. She didn't express any desire to leave until after they put the champ on her. Championship belt on her.
It usually goes the other way around.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, this means I'm going to be here even longer.
Yeah, no.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. Anyways, the WWE has shown interest in bringing her back to their roster, owing to which she's seemingly eager to part ways. I feel like this was translated from a different language or something. You know how you do that sometimes? Like, you'll see something in a weird language, and it'll say translate to English, and it'll be written like this is. Sorry, whoever wrote this to Sportskeeda. Moving on. So, Laurel Van Ness. Hopefully we'll see her in NXT soon.
Yes. She can be on the road full time with Zack Ryder.
Yeah, and on top of that, well, I wonder what his job security's like. So she might show up and then he's going to be an Impact.
Yeah, entirely possible.
The great thing is she can bring her Laurel Van Ness persona into the WWE with her because Impact's
True.
just like, hey, go ahead and take our stuff.
Take all our gimmicks.
Next, the original plans. Wow, shocking. Huge original plans for Charlotte on SmackDown. Mind-blowing right now.
No, not really.
The SmackDown, this is from Cage Side Seats. Via, what was it? What is this?
Bleacher Report.
Bleacher. The SmackDown women's division was shaken by the arrival of Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan. The Riott Squad, as they are known collectively, has made life a living hell for the top stars on the Blue brand, including women's champion Charlotte. I assume they mean kayfabe. The plan prior to the arrival of the fresh faces, as reported by Randall Ortman of Cage Side Seats, was not quite as dynamic or explosive as the current rivalry has been. Quote, before WWE went with the Riott Squad invasion of SmackDown, plans called for a Charlotte Flair versus Tamina feud. good thing.
Not the most dynamic.
It's a good thing the Riot Squad showed up
Feud.
because that sounds like boring. I didn't really want to see that. I like Tamina.
Yeah, I do too. I like Alana too.
Yeah. but
Nonetheless, it doesn't sound like the most dynamic or interesting feud.
Here's the thing. There's no, at this point, there's no combination of like wrestlers in the women's division that would be all that interesting because it's been the same set for a while now.
Well, I think there's one option on SmackDown that stands out above all others, at least if you take the Riot Squad out of the equation.
Okay.
And that's Charlotte versus Becky Lynch.
I know, but I really don't want to see them have to be at odds. I like seeing their Instagram and their little tea time
I
stuff.
understand
It's
that,
very
but
cute.
I think if they were to feud, it would be really good. The matches would be fantastic.
Look, man, they're young. They got a lot of time left in their career.
I'm not advocating for it to happen immediately. I'm just saying, if those on the roster now,
Yeah.
that would be the feud I'd want to see the most.
Riot Squad. They're in. Ruby. Who do you think? Who's Ruby going to feud with first?
Well, based on that, it sounds like Charlotte.
Sounds like they may be going after Charlotte first.
Yep.
Wow. Did you just wink at me? Don't do that.
No, I
That's
did
a
this.
little weird.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for non-news.
Well, I don't wink.
You know, Bama gave me a little bit of a black eye here.
Oh, someone was mentioning that in one of the
Yeah,
comments.
I didn't know that it was visible.
Did she give you a haymaker right in the face?
Dude, 2 days in a freaking row, this little girl. I'm laying there on the couch. I'm just sort of sleeping, and she has this thing about throwing things at people, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to break her of it.
Yeah.
But she has an arm on her because she chucked, I think it was like a ball or something. I was closing my eyes. I was getting a little bit of rest, not shut eye.
That was your mistake.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't do that around a heel. She chucked that ball in my eye. I was like, ah! Bama, why'd you do that? And she goes, ah! And then throws herself on the couch. Then this morning, like, she was all getting, like, rustly and stuff, and she wanted a bottle because we still do that. And she's, like, almost 3. We shouldn't. But I was like, Bama, we're almost out of milk. And she goes, wah! Whack! Whacks me right on the eye. I'm like, I freaking had LASIK, child. Like, that can be ripped open or something.
Yeah, it could.
Ugh.
You gotta wear goggles.
I know.
Like James Worthy-esque goggles.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, patrons. We appreciate your support.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
All right, it's good.
Yeah, I've done all of that, but I don't have ratings and all those things. You know,
How about the new little